What's up, guys? Duncan the Highlander here. I've been getting some questions about my training regularity, how often I train every day, and how long I've been training for. So I'm just going to try to give a little snippet. I by no means think I'm training enough, number one. I want to try to train more. I don't work out enough. I work a full job. I still go, so the whole time, I'm 25 now. Now I'm trying to really get this thing on the road, get this show picked up, getting things moving along, you know what I mean? In my mind, I thought that by 21 I would already have gone pro, and hopefully by this time I'd be in the UFC. Now my goals are to hopefully will go pro next year and hopefully be in the UFC within 2 years after that, before I'm 30. And so that's my goal. And that's where my goals are right now. And what I'm just pushing towards is trying to have more fights, right? I've been training I mean, I started martial arts when I was really young, but I really only did it for a couple years, and then I got kicked out. And then that's a long story we'll talk about later. And then I went back to martial arts when I was about 18. I did a martial art called Hapkido from 18 to 21. That's what gave me a lot of my kicking discipline. It did helped me with a lot of self-defense type styles and techniques. I used to be a bouncer, and I used to bounce at a bar and a club that was I used to bounce at a club and a cowboy country western bar. So it used to be very rowdy at both of those places. So the Hapkido self-defense training techniques actually came in handy a lot when having to maneuver against, drunk guys and bouncers. I mean, not bouncers, but against drunk guys who are big and strong, who lift weights and stuff, who are just trying to hurt you. So that helped a lot. But ultimately, I train every day if I can. I do my best to try to train every day. And right now, I've been taking the classes. So I do just like everybody else. I'd go to maybe, a class from, maybe I show up, I work from 6 to 3, or from 5 to 3, or from 6 to 4, something along those lines. And then when I get out of work, I come home, get my baby, or get him out of daycare, get my kid, he's 2.5 years old, get him all changed, dressed up, ready to go, and then take him to the gym with me. Now, luckily, as of a couple months ago, the new gym that I train at now has a daycare. So I've been able to take him there and have people watch him. But for the last 2.5 years, I'd take him to the gym, and still at the other gyms, I take him with me. I just take him to the gym and just try to train and spar, and as I'm moving, keep my eyes open for him to make sure that he's not getting into nothing, and just build around that sort of stuff. But I try to train every day. Right now, I've been training, like I said, I take the regular classes that the regular Joes would take, but a lot of times that's where some other fighters are at too. But really what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to reposition myself and change my work schedule so that I can train during the AMs, because that's when all the real savages train. There's a big difference between the classes, which are targeted toward the general public, and actual like training sessions with fighters and stuff like that. I'm at the point now where these nighttime classes just are too slow for me. Um, and that's more like in the striking guards, or in regards when it comes to striking. Like jiu-jitsu is something that there's so much depth. I don't know, it's something that I found that I can do a class and still get a lot from. Whereas in striking, most of the actual classes are kind of slow. So I gotta have to try to work in a different thing, work rather than being in a big class, work with like people that I know, partners where me and them can do drills back and forth. But ultimately it's the same thing. You gotta work on drills with people who are sharp and you can get good techniques with. But that's just my opinion. There's TJ Dillashaw's out there training with average Joes in Colorado. So it matters, pros and cons to both. I think that I need to train more. So, like I said, I'm trying to get a different job so that I can work less and train more. I was hoping that YouTube was going to help me do that. It hasn't yet. But, yeah, so right now I'm training basically, like I said, Monday through Friday. I try to do my best. Well, I train Monday through Saturday. Essentially, I train every day if I can. When I'm happiest, when I'm best. Really, right now, the reason I'm not training so much is because my car is messed up. When I'm best, I train Monday through Sunday. I train every day. Monday through Friday, I train, and those days are normally, like I said, all those days I go do like regular night classes, so they're normally pretty easy, not too physically demanding of me. I'm not too physically tired by the end of those classes now. That's why I've been trying to do more exercise and stuff like that. And then Saturday, Sundays are normally the hard classes where we're fighting, and not just like, I mean, I roll with my other classes, especially in gi and stuff, but Saturday, Sundays when we're doing cage work, when we're sparring, when we're really just getting a lot of the stuff out of there and really getting some energy out, and that's when a lot of the real work is done. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I hope this kind of gave you guys a little snippet, a little idea. Hope if you guys like these things, please watch it all the way through if you can. Of course, you're never gonna hear this shit if you didn't. Try to give it a share, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. I had a little fancy thing. It was gonna be lift your hips, grab your knees, and pinch. Wait, lift your hips, or lift your hips, pinch your knees, and submit that subscribe button. Yeah, keep it to 3, right? So lift your hips, pinch your knees, and submit that subscribe button, guys. Come on. So please give me a hand, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, give me a share, do all the things. Peace.